How to make cauliflower and white sauce, or cauliflower au gratin. I'm using half a cauliflower for this one. So all I'm going to be doing is cutting it into all its little florets. I've got my cauliflower all cut up, and we leave this large piece at the bottom here because we like that the only part that I actually cut off is the hard piece at the end. Not only is it wonderful and beautiful to eat, but it also bulks up the cauliflower. And now I'm just going to take that and put it into some boiling water. I've got a pot that I've just filled half with water, and now I'm adding a teaspoon of salt to that. I'm using Himalayan salt in case you were wondering why it's so pink. And we just wait for that to come to the boil, and then we put the cauliflower in. My water started boiling now, and now we can add the cauliflower. Depending on how soft that you like your cauliflower, boil it for about between 5 minutes if you like it quite hard, or 15 minutes if you like it really soft and squishy. I'm using tasty cheddar cheese for this one, and I've got a kilo block, and all I'm doing is cutting 2 centimeters of cheese, which I'm going to be grating up. The cauliflower has been boiling for 5 minutes now. I'll just show you. So you can see it's still quite hard. So I'm going to boil it for another 5 minutes because we like it quite nice and soft. It's been boiling an extra 10 minutes. Now you can see it's a little bit more tender. So now we can empty the water. I'm dividing my cheese into 2 portions so that I can grate one on the small side and 1 piece on the larger side. Grated on my 1 piece, which equates to about a cup of grated cheese. Add about a cup of milk gradually until it makes your sauce nice and smooth. Making the bechamel for the cauliflower, I like to just take some of the cauliflower water and put it into the sauce. Just gives it a bit more of a cauliflower taste. And now we're going to add salt and pepper to taste. I've put in about a teaspoon of salt. I'm using mild American mustard, but you can use English mustard or whatever, Dijon, whichever mustard you prefer, depending on the tang that you want. So I'm going to be just putting half a teaspoon and then just mix it through. The mustard enhances the flavor of the cheese. And then just taste and see if it is to your liking. I'm also adding some of this lactose-free cheese because it's got the most divine taste to it. It's adding a handful. And now we can add our cauliflower. I like to do it this way so that all the cauliflower is coated with a nice sauce. If you've got a pan that's got a metal handle like I've got here, you can just sprinkle your cheese straight over and put it in the oven. But my pan is really big and it's easier for me to put it into an oven-proof dish. so if there's any leftovers, it's easy to store in the fridge. I've put it into the oven-proof dish, and now I'm taking the finely grated cheese, and we're just going to sprinkle that all over. I've got my oven set at 180 degrees on the grill setting, and all you have to do is just put it in the oven and wait for this to go golden brown. The cauliflower is turned nice, so now it's time to come out the oven. I've just taken it out of the oven and it's looking really nice, and now we can just eat that. Thank you so much for watching.